Hello, Nashville. My name is James Grady, and I'm the managing editor of OUTvoices Nashville. I'm here today with Curtis Reed and James Rudolph, who are two of the three main cast members of a new musical called Sloppy Bonnie. Um, I don't want to take their thunder. I'm going to let James and Curtis tell us a little bit about the show. But first, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, everybody. I'm Curtis Reed. I've been performing here in Nashville for about 7 years now through Chaffin's Barn, Nashville Rep, Street Theater, and Studio 10. So
Okay.
that's might where you have seen me before.
What about you, James?
Yes, hello. I'm James Rudolph II, a Nashville native. I also have been on stages all around. Might have seen me as a crustacean on Nashville Children's Theater. Possibly saw me at the Rep. I've been around town. Just know that. And yes, I'm also a cake maker. So hey, if you need a cake, if I'm not on stage, I can help.
Fantastic. So, guys, tell me about Sloppy Bonnie because all I've heard is that it's a roadkill musical. So, fill us in about the adventures of this young woman.
Well, Bonnie, she is full of life, very vivacious. She is definitely country. And she is just so excited that she's finally engaged to her heavenly hubby to be, Jedediah, who is a youth pastor in training. And when she meets up with her best friend Sissy, she gets this harebrained idea that she should drive all the way out and surprise Jedediah because she hasn't heard from him all summer. And that's basically where chaos ensues.
Yep.
James, anything you want to add?
I think you summed that up perfectly. Like, and right there, hijinks and everything starts right at that point when she makes that decision. And yeah, that's the best way to describe it. I feel like you're in for a roller coaster. Put it like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Not to
Absolutely.
give away too much, but I understand that some of those hijinks may involve blood,
Um,
metaphorically speaking.
I
metaphorically,
mean,
yes.
yeah, possibly.
Thankfully, we stay pretty clean just because we have to play about 80,000 people. So,
Mhm.
Right.
So this is not like a Gallagher show. You don't have to worry about wearing a poncho or anything like that. We're good.
but but metaphorically speaking, there will be blood. Yes. So
yes.
Yeah.
so this is not just a jaunt across the country.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, this is you could say adventure, but I'll probably say misadventure is probably better.
I think
Yeah.
that's perfect.
The misadventures of Bonnie.
So it's a small cast. Is it just the three of you?
Yes,
Yes.
just the three of us.
So Curtis, before we got started today, you were telling me you play quite a few roles,
Yeah, I play 9 different characters.
and one of those being Jedediah. So you have
Yes, yep.
yes. And James, how many roles do you play?
I believe 7. I have 7 because my character, one of my characters is recurring, so I feel like that's
Okay.
the weight of mine.
So if if you were going to try to sell somebody on coming to this show, and besides, of course, the fact that it's one of the first live shows that we've had around in a while, that's a
Mhm.
big deal.
Hmm.
Um, how would you get people to come out? How would you sell this show?
I would say if you want an evening with some good music and a wild ride, you should totally come.
And I would definitely second that. If you're looking for an outdoor experience, we are going to have a bar there as well. Not that alcohol sells everything, but it's a plus.
I'm just saying,
Um,
but I mean, how many times you know that alcohol does make theater better. I mean, come
it
on now,
does,
it
yes.
does, it does. It really makes everything better. That's not theater specific, but I'm just saying.
And when else are you going to see me and James Rudolph play women multiple times?
I'm saying, like, I mean, just to see us fumble with the props alone, you should want to come see this.
Well, it does sound really hilarious, and we've got live theater, we've got outside theater, and we've got a bar.
Hmm.
So
Come on,
uh,
I mean,
it sounds like a no lose situation. So this is going to be happening at Oz Arts, right?
Yes.
yes.
and I believe if I have this correct, it's May 20th through the 25th.
20th through the 29th.
29th. Yeah.
29th. Okay, so
Yes.
you've got 2 good weekends to come see this show.
Indeed.
Yes.
Now, how did you guys get involved in this?
I actually knew the writer,
Okay.
Krista Knight. I've worked on a couple projects with her prior to, and of course, being a full-time actor who's been out of work for about a year, the notion of coming back with familiar faces and being able to do an outdoor, in-person theater event, I definitely jumped at the chance to audition.
Cool. James, were you familiar with her as well, or?
Yeah, well, we actually I work a lot with the Ingram New Works Festival that Nashville Rep does, and Krista was a fellow one of the years, and so we met in passing because I work a lot with that program. So she reached out to me earlier this year for a reading that we did, and we did a staged reading of the work before they chose to mount it. So I've kind of been working on it I kind of been with them since January on it.
So a lot of Nashville connections in this show. So
Indeed.
that sounds great. One last question, James. Where can people get your cakes?
Cakes. You can check me out. Check me out online at JR's Cake Co. JRS Cake Co.
Awesome. All right. Well, anything else you want to share with our readers before we call it?
No, we just want to say thank you so much for wanting to support live theater, and we hope to see you outside.
Absolutely. Come get sloppy with us. It's going to be fun.
Thanks, Curtis. Thanks, James.
Appreciate you.